Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about integrated shield plan, and we're also going to be talking about how it works and why is it important. So to start, what is an integrated shield plan? An integrated shield plan is basically an upgrade of your MediShield Life, which is your health insurance. It's a type of insurance that covers you if you're hospitalized. So for example, your MediShield Life covers you for C ward and B2 ward. If you would like to upgrade your coverage, you can consider purchasing an integrated shield plan. But we'll talk more about that later. Because firstly, we need to know why is it important to have health insurance. The primary reason is because healthcare in Singapore can be quite expensive. And if you don't have enough coverage, it can seriously hurt you financially. So according to smartwealth.sg, the average cost for public hospital can range from about $1,000 to $10,000. And the average cost for a private hospital can range from about $4,000 to $25,000. And of course, these are just the average, which means that there could be instances where you pay much more than $25,000. So if you don't want to pay so much for your hospital bill, then an integrated shield plan can be something for you to consider. And if you're on a budget and you would like to do some financial planning, right? I think having a health insurance definitely should be at the top of your priority list. Like for example, if you're considering whether to buy a life insurance, or personal accident plan, or health insurance, right? I think definitely number one to get is your health insurance, followed by your life insurance, then your personal accident plan. So now we're going to be talking about how integrated shield plan works, which I'll be sharing with you with this chart over here. As you can see at the bottom of the chart, it is your MediShield Life, which covers you for C ward and B2 ward. So the C ward is usually a ward with up to 8 beds with no aircon, and the B2 ward is usually a ward with up to 6 beds with no aircon. And MediShield Life is administered by CPF, which covers all Singapore citizens and also PR. And it doesn't matter if you have pre-existing condition or not, the MediShield Life will cover it. So if you feel that a C ward and B2 ward is not enough for you and you would like to upgrade it, you can definitely consider an integrated shield plan. And as of now, in the market, there are currently 7 providers of ISP in Singapore, and they are NTUC Income, AIA, Great Eastern, Aviva, Prudential, AXA, and Referral Health. So if you buy an integrated shield plan, you can actually increase your coverage to up to a government B1 ward, a government A ward, or a private hospital. A government B1 ward is a ward that is up to 4 bedders with air condition, and A ward is a 1 bedder with air condition, and private hospital is a 1 bedder with air condition. So now that we know what ISP covers, let me show you an example of how it works. And for this example, I'm going to be using a private hospital plan with a private ward. So if your hospital bill is $50,000 and you are covered under ISP, if you're warded, right, you first need to pay 2 things. Firstly is your deductible, which is $3,500. Second is your co-insurance, which is 10% of the rest of the bill. So if you look at the example over here, your deductible will be $3,500 and the co-insurance will be 10% of $50,000 minus $3,500, which is gonna be $4,650. And if you add those 2 up, your out-of-pocket expense will be $8,150. That's the amount that you're going to pay if you are covered under ISP and you're warded in a private ward with the bill of $50,000. And the rest of the $41,850 is claimable from your insurance provider. And now you might be wondering, what if you don't want to pay so much for your out-of-pocket expense? Which is where the next part of this ISP comes in, which is the rider portion. If you have a rider, you do not need to pay for co-insurance or deductible, but you still need to co-pay for your bill, which currently is a minimum of 5%. So you used to be able to claim 100% for your hospital bill, but since March of 2018, MOH has actually announced that they will want to implement a minimum of 5% co-payment to keep the claims and the premiums low. Because what was happening was that when hospital bills were 100% claimable, people tend to abuse the system and they just keep getting themselves admitted and claiming from the insurers. So because insurance companies are profit-making companies, right? And if they are unable to cover their claims from the premiums, then naturally they'll have to increase the premium, which is unfair for those who don't make regular claims, right? And I think it's the reason why this 5% co-payment rule was implemented, which I think is a good thing. That way, if there are lesser people making claims, then the insurance company will not be forced to increase the premium. So the rest of us gets to save a bit of money. So now let's assume that you have bought the rider and it is the highest tier rider, and your co-payment is 5%. With the same bill size of $50,000, your out-of-pocket expense will now be $2,500 instead of the previous $8,150. So if you would like to not pay so much for your medical bills, then maybe you can consider getting a rider. And next, I would like to quickly just point out a few things. For your integrated shield plan, right, as you become older, your premium will tend to increase. So don't think that if you buy the policy at a very young age, that means you're locking the premium. It doesn't work like that. The integrated shield plan is a yearly renewal policy. So as you become older, your premium will start to increase because the likelihood of you getting hospitalized is higher. And the second thing that I would like to highlight is about proration. So for example, if your ISP covers you for government A ward, it doesn't mean that you cannot go to a private hospital if you would like to. For example, if you're covered under government A ward, right, and you would like to visit a private hospital and the bill size is $50,000, the proration will be 65%, meaning that out of the $50,000, your insurer will only pay up to 65% of the bill, which in this case is $32,500. Meaning that $17,500 is not claimable from your insurer. And of the $32,500, the same deductible and co-insurance are applicable, so you just have to add them together. So your out-of-pocket expense will be the non-claimable part plus your deductible and co-insurance, or your co-payment if you have the rider. And next, you might be wondering which of the ISP should you upgrade to? And I think it boils down to just two questions. The first one is choice and the second one is budget. And for the choice, right, it all depends whether or not you want to have the choice of choosing a doctor from the private hospital or government hospital. And would you like to choose an aircon room or non-aircon room? Or would you like to choose to stay alone or prefer to share a ward with other people? If you like to have the greatest choice of choosing all of the available doctors and all of the wards, right, then definitely a private plan will be more suitable for you. But if you're okay with sharing a ward, then maybe a B1 plan will be more suitable for you. And the second more important question is, do you have the budget for it? Because if budget don't allow, then unfortunately there's gonna be limited choices. So I think the more important question is whether or not you have enough money to buy the policy instead. If you have the money, then you have more choice. And lastly, if you don't know if you're covered under any integrated shield plan, all you have to do is to go to cpf.gov.sg and log in. It is under My Messages, and if you scroll down under the insurance section, you can see which company is your current insurer. They will not tell you which plan you're covered under, so for that you have to call your insurer to ask. But at least they will tell you whether or not you're covered under MediShield Life or an integrated shield plan. Alright, with that we have come to the end of the video. I hope you have learned something new today. If you like the video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the content. And if you have any questions, do leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them if I can. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.